There we go. Hey, Durant Stockyards, Jeff Azaleas, Coffee with Cattlemen. Good morning. How are y'all today? We are wonderful. Nice, cool weather this morning. It's not quite freezing, but pretty close when I jumped in the pickup this morning to come here. Had a good sale there yesterday. As everybody knows, we've seen the effects of the government interfering with our business, or I should say interacting with our business. But anyways, that's a whole nother topic. We could go on and on about that later. Yesterday we had 829 head total, 132 cows and bulls. 132 sellers got paid and 31 buyers got billed out. 2 to 3 weight steers and bulls, 4 to 465. 3 to 4 weight steers and bulls, 375 to 475. 4 to 5 weight steers and bulls, 345 to 457. 5 to 6 weight steers and bulls, 310 to 410. 6 to 7 weight steers and bulls, 270 to 364. 7 to 8 weight steers and bulls, 260 to 330. And a light test on your 8 to 9 weight steers and bulls. I don't know if we had any steers in that category. We had some big drafts of bulls, had several drafts of 900-pound plus bulls yesterday. Obviously, that's not a class we put on the market report, but you know, those kind of 1,000-pound and 960 weight bulls kind of traded anywhere from 202 to 220 probably, some along in there, but had lots of big cutting bulls yesterday. On the heifers yesterday, 2 to 3 weight heifers, 330 to 442. 3 to 4 weight heifers, 330 to 437. 4 to 5 weight heifers, 310 to 410. 5 to 6 weight heifers, $3 to 348. 6 to 7 weight heifers, 242 to 318. 7 to 8 weight heifers, that's not right. 6 to 7 weight heifers, 342, 318 to 342, excuse me. 280 to 246 on the 7 to 8 weight heifers, 280 to 306, and a light test on the big heifers. Had some light bred heifers, that we sold by the head in the cow sale, but no big drafts of big heifers. 14 black bulls yesterday weighed 370 at 465 at a Mill Creek. 12 black bulls weighed 283, brought 465 at a Mill Creek. 18 black bulls weighed 450 at 410 at a Mill Creek. Those would all be half brothers off the same string of cattle. 9 red Angus steers weighed 480 at 412 out of Caddo. 4 black steers weighed 510 at 396 out of Colbert. 5 black steers weighed 553 at 380 out of Durant. 14 of your mixed colored steers, they'd kind of be kind of a 1.5, crossbred with no crest on them, just a good straight neck, quarter blood cross, kind of a wean steer. Weighed 613, brought 364, excuse me. 5 black steers weighed 7 1/4 at 330 out of Durant. Nice cattle there from the Craig Ranch. Good morning, Derek. I'll get to your bull sale here in a second when I'm done, buddy. Heifers, 2 to 3 weight heifers, 330 to 442. 3 to 4 weight heifers, 330 to 437. 4 to 5 weight heifers, 310 to 410. 5 to 6 weight heifers, $3 to 348. 6 to 7 weight heifers, 242 to 318. 7 to 8 weight heifers, 280 to 306. Excuse me, I went through that. Looking back at the highlights, excuse me, I'm sorry. 7 mixed heifers, 446 at 365. 15 of the mixed colored heifers weighed 490 at 348 at a Colbert. 5 black heifers, 517 at 348 at a Durant. 7 of the mixed heifers, they was weaned, a little string of weaned heifers, properly weaned heifers out of Leonard, Texas. Those heifers weighed 518 and brought 340. The draft of unweaned heifers, just kind of give you a comparison. 10 black heifers unweaned, 510 at 330. That'd be the top of the unweaned heifers. The majority of them 5 weight heifers kind of trade from 315 to 325 on unweaned. 10 on some heifers. Sure wouldn't be out of line on some fleshier type. Your 8 or 6 weight heifers, 8 black heifers out of Kingston weighed 615 at 318. Those would be long time weaned. 6 black heifers, 603 at 315. Tom Bean, Texas. They'd be long time properly weaned. 5 black heifers with 703 at 302 out of Tom Bean, the bigger sisters. High yield slaughter bulls yesterday, 169 to 194. Your lower yield bulls, 148 to 165. Your high yield slaughter cows, 138 to 167. Your lower yield cows, 52 to 137. And your stock cows yesterday, we quoted them at 19 1/4 to 34.50. Not a lot of cows went back to the country this week, but they kind of getting to that time of season where you see more slaughter cows than anything. going back to the quality of the cattle. Yesterday, I don't think I can remember a sale of us ever having a sale where we sold this many bull calves. So and that's not a knock on any producer. I'm just saying, like, overall as a whole, I thought the market held together pretty well for October with the amount of bull calves that we sold. There, you're kind of in that month where it's kind of you're already kind of taking an ass whipping when you sell a bull in October anyway. But we just had drafts and drafts and drafts of bulls. So to see how the market held together, I was pretty pleased and surprised. I know there's a lot of markets across the country. And us too yesterday. I mean, I guess we would, if I had to quote it, I'd say anywhere from 20 to 50 cheaper, depending on what class of cattle and what weight you're talking about. So, it was definitely cheaper, but the demand was still there. There were still guys wanting to buy the cattle. But you could tell they had got a pretty good scolding by the people they worked for that they needed to buy them cheaper. So, uh, if you're going to buy a bull, buy a good bull. I can't stress it enough. When your calves weigh 100 pounds more and they bring 10 cents a pound more because you bought a good bull, it doesn't, the investment that you're going to put in buying a good bull is really fairly cheap. There's a great bull sale this weekend out there at Star Creek Angus at Silo. They'll have a preview today. They usually have some kind of a dinner tonight. I don't know. I can't be there myself personally, but I know they usually have a pretty nice deal for a preview. You come look at the bulls. They're going to have a lot of females. I think they got 110 bred heifers out there this year and around 29 or 30 bulls. And they'll be as good a bull as you want to buy. I promise you. They will do a lot for your cattle herd. We sure want to support the Star Creek Angus people as much as we can. And so anytime you want to go buy you a good bull, I'd say they'd be a good place to start. Next week, I've got 2 strings of cattle that I know of coming. Don't have any strings of bred cows on the books, but if I get something, I'll get some videos up and let y'all know. I kind of see this market hopefully kind of leveling off. The board was up a little bit yesterday. It's pretty neutral again today. So hopefully we've got through the turmoil and we just kind of get leveled off, and we might not get back to the level we was at, but if we can kind of figure out the playing field where we're all going to be at, where we can try to make a little profit buying some of these cattle, turning them out, let everybody live and survive this stuff. I think that's a good thing. So anyways, we appreciate your business.